Hey guys, so today I'm doing a review for the new L'Oreal Mousse Absolue hair color. I'm sure you've seen the advertising everywhere for this, and I was going to wait a bit to do this review, and then I decided no, I'm not going to wait because there are probably a lot of people that are out there that are curious about this product, and well, you'll see why I didn't want to wait once I get further into the review. So, right off the bat, let's talk about price. This is very expensive for a drugstore hair color product. I normally would use L'Oreal Preference, Garnier Nutrice. Garnier and L'Oreal are my favorite kinds of hair color, brand-wise. Garnier is owned by L'Oreal, so whether I use L'Oreal or Garnier, it ends up being pretty much the same thing because it's really the same company. But yeah, this was way more than it would normally be, and that has to do with the packaging, why they made it so expensive. I paid $14.99 for this at CVS. Now, granted, CVS does inflate their prices compared to other stores, so you can find it for less than that at other stores. But I had a coupon to get money off, so that's why I decided to buy it there. Plus, at the time that I bought it, it wasn't really anywhere because it was brand new, so a lot of stores didn't even have it yet because I colored my hair with this, I would say about 3 weeks ago, roughly. Yeah. So that's the first thing, is the price is, quite a bit more than what I would normally pay for hair color. Usually I would pay around $8 probably, not 15. So that's something to know. And then second of all is the color selection. The color selection is extremely limited. I could not get a match for the color that I normally like to color my hair. I usually like to go ash blonde because that's what suits me the best in terms of my other coloring for my skin and my eyes. But they don't have an ash blonde in this line. So I was forced to choose from what they did have, and I said to myself, well, it might be fun to try something different. It's fun to switch it up now and then. So what I went with was number 1021, Lightest Icy Blonde, because all the other shades were not even a consideration for me. This was the only one that I liked from what they had in the line. And this is what the box looks like, by the way, just in case you're curious about the packaging. It just says Preference Mousse Absolue, and it's just a picture of the girl with that shade of lightest icy blonde. So as you can see, that isn't the color that it comes out because it depends on what color your hair was to start with. That's, one of the things with hair color is you have to take into consideration what was it before you began and then factor that into it. So the only way you would get a color like that is if you either had a similar hair color to start with or if you stripped your hair or something like that, which, by the way, I do not recommend because many years ago I did that and it's really damaging to your hair. Okay, so what makes this hair color different than hair colors that are already on the market? Why did they release this product? The idea behind this product is, this is what it looks like. It's a very, very tall bottle. The idea behind this product is that with most hair color products that you buy, there is a bottle of color and a bottle of developer in the package, and then you mix the two together, shake it up, and apply it to your hair. This is a little different. This has canisters inside this package the color is on one side, the developer is on the other. And and by the way, you have to shake this like crazy. And if you are applying your color in stages and putting, a little more color here or a little more color there, you have to shake this in between each section that you are doing your application. Whereas if you were doing a regular hair color, you would just shake it up really good at the beginning and then you're good to go the whole thing. This isn't like that. You have to shake it every single time that you pump more out of the container. And it comes out as a foam, so it's another one of those foamy type hair colors that are, fairly new on the market. But what sets this apart from any other hair color on the market is that the idea behind it is that you're not going to use the whole thing, that you're going to have some left over so that in 4 to 6 weeks you can just do a touch-up on your roots. And that way you'll already have some all set to go and you can just do your touch-up and you don't have to buy another box of hair color. So in that sense, maybe it's not so bad price-wise, because instead of buying 2 boxes of $8 hair color for $16, just for example, you spent $15 on one container of this, so maybe you saved $1. But like I said, prices will vary. However, I haven't gotten to that stage yet where I've had to touch up because it hasn't been long enough. But the reason why I wanted to do this video now is because I don't like this product. And the reason why I don't like it is because I feel as if this damaged my hair. Now, I have worked very hard to get my hair healthy. I have not used a blow dryer, a flat iron, a curling iron, nothing like that on my hair for a very long time. I would say probably a year. And all I've been doing to it that would be damaging is coloring it. However, after I color my hair normally, it doesn't, seem like it's gotten damaged. There isn't any visible damage. With this, my hair got frizzy, it got dry, and it stayed that way. And I have been conditioning the hell out of it ever since. So I'm kind of mad. And I'm sure various results will vary with everyone. So just because this happened to me doesn't mean that it will happen to you. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the colors that I use. I use very light colors, and the lighter the color is, the more peroxide and ammonia and all the bad things that are in this. It doesn't say no peroxide, no ammonia or anything like that, so I assume that it is in here. But the lighter the color is, then the more harsh chemicals are in there in order to get your hair that color and lighten it or lift it, as they say. So maybe the results would be different if you were coloring your hair with a darker hair color, but I don't know. I just want to let you know what my results were because I don't know that it's worth the risk. It's very hard to get your hair healthy when you color it. And if you look at my hair now versus how it looked maybe 3 weeks ago in my videos, you can tell it doesn't look as healthy. Now, a lot of times when I do my videos, my hair is actually wet because I've just gotten out of the shower and I have to film at a certain time of the day to get good lighting. And if I wait till my hair is dry, I'm not going to get that morning sunlight that I get through this window right here. So you can't really go by how it looks now or in a lot of my videos, because when it's wet, it doesn't look that bad. But as the day goes on, and it dries. When it's dry completely, it looks frizzy, it looks dry. And you can tell by looking at the part of my hair that is dry right now, it's like straw. It's all dried out now. and much more damaged than it was before. I'm sure, you know, if I just keep conditioning the heck out of it and trimming, getting trims and stuff on the ends, that, you know, eventually it's going to get better. But now I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to use this to touch up the roots after 4 to 6 weeks? But I think I will, because that part of your hair is the healthiest, so it won't get as damaged as the, you know, length part of it. And if you're wondering, well, you know, why did you color that part of your hair anyway, if that's the most damaged? Because I was changing the color. You have to color your whole head if you're going to change the shade. And this shade doesn't look anything like the ash blonde that I would normally use to color my hair. I would either go ash blonde or champagne blonde, were the two different colors or shades that I would normally use to color my hair. But this latest icy blonde is, you know, much different than I would normally color my hair. So it could be the shade why it got so damaged, but it might not be. And I just wanted to make you aware that it could be the formula. I don't know. I need to throw out this information and just tell you what happened to me from my vantage point, just so, you know, if, in other words, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're happy with what you're using now and you don't care whether you have leftover product to touch up your roots or not, it is kind of convenient to have that. By the way, this is the only hair color that you can safely hold on to this, because it doesn't mix until you push that button. That's the only reason why you can store it, because it's actually being stored separately in those cylinders, whereas normally you do not want to mix up some hair color and then store it, because it's actually not safe. I think that the idea behind that is that it can actually be explosive or flammable when it's mixed and stored, so you don't ever want to do that. Anything that is left over you have to throw away. So that is my experience with the new L'Oreal Mousse Absolue hair color, you guys, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.